The Eternal City. The living museum that seamlessly blends ancient history, Renaissance art, and vibrant modern culture. From awe-inspiring monuments that date back thousands of years to charming piazzas and world-class museums, Rome offers a treasure trove of experiences. Stay with us as we explore few of those attractions in the Eternal City of Rome. Palatine Hill. Palatine Hill is considered the birthplace of Rome, both in mythology and in historical significance. According to Roman legend, it was here that Romulus, the city's legendary founder, established Rome after he and his twin brother, Remus, were raised by a she-wolf in a cave known as the Lupercal. This sacred hill, located in the heart of the city, is one of the 7 hills of Rome and offers a panoramic view of ancient landmarks like the Roman Forum and Circus Maximus. As one of the most ancient parts of the city, it was the preferred residential area of Rome's elite, including emperors. Excavations on the hill have uncovered grand temples, gardens, and impressive villas adorned with frescoes and mosaics, giving visitors a glimpse into the luxurious lifestyle of ancient Rome's upper class. Today, Palatine Hill serves as an open-air museum where you can walk among the ruins of ancient Rome's political, religious, and cultural heart. It is a must-visit for anyone interested in the origins of the Roman Empire and its rise to greatness. The Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, is a majestic elliptical structure that stands as a monumental reminder of the Roman Empire's power and penchant for entertainment. Located in the heart of Rome, it's the largest ancient amphitheater ever built and continues to awe visitors today. Construction of the Colosseum began under Emperor Vespasian in 70 AD and was completed by his son Titus in 80 AD. The amphitheater was further enhanced by Domitian, another son of Vespasian. Built on the site of Nero's Domus Aurea, Golden House, the Colosseum served as a powerful symbol of the new Flavian dynasty and a gift to the Roman people. The Colosseum's design is a marvel of Roman engineering. Constructed primarily of concrete, travertine limestone, and tough, volcanic rock, it boasted a complex system of arches, vaults, and tunnels that facilitated efficient crowd movement. The tiered seating could accommodate an estimated 50,000 to 80,000 spectators, offering them clear views of the arena below. A massive retractable awning, known as the Velarium, provided shade from the scorching sun. The popularity of gladiatorial contests waned in the later Roman Empire, and the last recorded games in the Colosseum were held in the 6th century AD. The Colosseum then suffered from earthquakes, neglect, and even being quarried for building materials during the Middle Ages. Despite its decline, the Colosseum never faded entirely from memory. In the 18th century, a renewed interest in Roman history led to restoration efforts. Today, the Colosseum is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Rome's most popular tourist attractions. Arch of Constantine. This was built to commemorate Emperor Constantine's victory at the Battle of Milvian Bridge in 312 AD, a pivotal moment that led to the rise of Christianity in the Roman Empire. Located near the Colosseum, This grand triumphal arch is one of the best-preserved monuments from ancient Rome, standing 21 meters tall and 25 meters wide. What makes the Arch of Constantine particularly fascinating is that it marks a blend of old and new, incorporating sculptures and reliefs taken from earlier monuments dedicated to emperors such as Hadrian, Trajan, and Marcus Aurelius. This reuse of older art was not only a practical decision but also a symbolic one, emphasizing Constantine's connection to Rome's great emperors of the past. The arch's reliefs depict scenes of Constantine's military campaigns and his subsequent triumph, but it's the Battle of Milvian Bridge that holds special significance. According to legend, Constantine had a vision the night before the battle, seeing a cross in the sky along with the words, "In this sign, you will conquer." He attributed his victory to the Christian god and would later issue the Edict of Milan in 313 AD, granting religious tolerance throughout the empire, effectively ending the persecution of Christians. The Arch of Constantine not only celebrates a military victory but also marks a turning point in Roman history, symbolizing the transition from the pagan traditions of the Roman Empire to the Christian era. Its elaborate carvings and inscriptions are a blend of artistic styles, making it a valuable artifact for understanding the evolution of Roman art and politics. The Pantheon. The Pantheon is a former Roman temple and, since the 7th century, a Catholic church, namely Basilica Santa Maria ad Martyrs in Rome. It's widely regarded as one of the best preserved buildings of ancient Rome. Originally built as a temple to all gods, the name comes from the Greek Pantheon, which means all gods. Construction began in 27 BC by Marcus Vipsanius Agrippa during the reign of Augustus. The Pantheon we see today is actually the third structure on the site. The first one, built by Agrippa, burned down in 80 AD. A second attempt by Emperor Domitian also met a fiery end in 110 AD. Third time's the charm, right? Emperor Hadrian rebuilt it around 125 AD. The Pantheon is the oldest continuously functioning building in Rome. It was converted to a Catholic church, Basilica Santa Maria ad Martyrs, in the 7th century, which has helped preserve it. The Pantheon's dome is an engineering marvel. It's the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome, with a diameter of 43 meters, 142 feet, and a hole at the top called an oculus. This oculus is the only source of light in the interior. The dome's height to the oculus and the diameter of the interior circle are the same, creating a perfect sphere, an impressive feat for Roman engineering. The thick concrete walls cleverly decrease in density as they reach the top, reducing weight without sacrificing strength. The bronze doors from the original Pantheon are still in use today. That's nearly 2,000 years old. The Pantheon is a popular tourist destination and is open to the public for free. Castel Sant'Angelo. Also known as the Mausoleum of Hadrian because it was originally built as a mausoleum for Emperor Hadrian in 135 AD. This iconic cylindrical structure later evolved into a fortress, papal residence, and prison. The cylindrical design was ahead of its time and has withstood centuries of battles and various purposes, demonstrating the engineering skill of ancient Rome. Its strategic location along the Tiber River in Rome made it a key defensive structure during the Middle Ages, and it was connected to Vatican City via the Passetto di Borgo, a secret passage used by popes to escape danger. Castel Sant'Angelo has witnessed numerous historical events, including the sack of Rome in 1527 when Pope Clement VII sought refuge within its walls. The name Sant'Angelo, Saint Angel, comes from a legend where the Archangel Michael appeared atop the castle, sheathing his sword as a sign of the end of a plague in AD 590. A statue of the angel was later erected at the top of the castle. Despite its transformation into a fortress, parts of Hadrian's original mausoleum can still be seen within the structure, including some of the burial chambers. During World War II, Castel Sant'Angelo became a sanctuary for citizens of Rome, as its fortified walls offered protection against bombings and enemy forces. Today, you can tour its museum, which displays Renaissance paintings, medieval weapons, and offers panoramic views of Rome from its rooftop terrace. Its evolution from a Roman mausoleum to a multifaceted fortress speaks volumes about Rome's turbulent history and the ingenuity of its architecture. The Roman Forum. Once the beating heart of the Roman Empire, it served as a center of public life for centuries, teeming with activity and witnessing momentous events that shaped the course of history. The Forum's origins trace back to the 8th century BC, initially serving as a marketplace. Over time, it gradually transformed into a crucial hub for Roman society. During the Roman Republic, 509 BC, 27 BC, the Forum became the stage for elections, public speeches, and even gladiatorial combats. Temples dedicated to Roman deities like Jupiter, Saturn, and Vesta lined its edges, reflecting the deep integration of religion into Roman life. As the Roman Empire flourished, the Forum mirrored its grandeur. Emperors like Julius Caesar and Augustus undertook ambitious building projects, enriching the Forum with iconic structures. The Roman Forum wasn't just a political arena. It was a vibrant space bustling with commerce and social interaction. The Basilica, large rectangular halls, served as courts of law and places for business meetings. Shops and stalls selling various goods lined the edges, catering to the needs of the Roman populace. The decline of the Roman Empire in the 4th century AD led to the gradual abandonment of the Forum. Buildings fell into disrepair, and the once bustling center slowly succumbed to nature's grasp. However, the Forum's ruins were rediscovered during the Renaissance, sparking renewed interest in the Roman past. Today, the Roman Forum stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a captivating open-air museum that attracts millions of visitors each year. The Forum and Markets of Trajan. The Forum and Markets of Trajan were a monumental complex built by Emperor Trajan in the early 2nd century AD. Often considered the height of Roman urban planning, it stands as a testament to the engineering and architectural prowess of the era. Here's a breakdown of this fascinating site. The Forum was a place of power and glory. It was inaugurated in 112 AD, and the Forum was the last and largest of the imperial fora built in Rome. This rectangular space, roughly 280 by 190 meters, was paved with Carrara marble and surrounded by impressive structures. The entrance to the Forum, there is a triumphal arch dedicated to Trajan's victories, particularly his conquest of Dacia. While the arch itself is no longer standing, its remnants can still be seen. You can explore Basilica Ulpia. The large basilica, named after Trajan's family gens, served as a courthouse and a venue for public meetings. There are Trajan's columns soaring in the center of the forum, a 100-foot-tall marble pillar adorned with a continuous spiral frieze depicting scenes from Trajan's Dacian campaigns. It's an impressive feat of sculpture and historical storytelling. At the far end of the forum stood a temple dedicated to the deified Trajan, highlighting the emperor's cult status. The markets of Trajan, a bustling commercial hub. This were a massive and innovative commercial complex built during the reign of Emperor Trajan, 98 to 117 AD. Often referred to as the world's first shopping mall, it was actually more than just a place to buy things. The markets of Trajan were a multi-level complex featuring over 100 shops and offices. The innovative tiered structure allowed for maximum space utilization and efficient movement of goods and people. These markets were a hive of activity, offering a wide range of products from food and everyday necessities to luxury goods. They were a vital part of Rome's economy and a central meeting place for citizens. The Forum and markets of Trajan stand as a lasting symbol of Trajan's reign and the power of the Roman Empire. Today, it's a popular tourist destination offering a glimpse into the grandeur and ingenuity of this bygone era. St. Peter's Square. This stunning square, located in Vatican City, was created by the renowned Baroque architect Gian Lorenzo Bernini between 1656 and 1667 under the direction of Pope Alexander VII. The square plays a central role in religious and cultural life, hosting hundreds of thousands of people during major Catholic events such as Easter Mass, papal blessings, and canonizations. At the heart of the square stands a 25.5-meter-tall Egyptian obelisk, originally brought to Rome by Emperor Caligula in 37 AD. The obelisk is surrounded by two grand colonnades, which are made up of 284 Doric columns arranged in 4 rows. These columns curve outward in a dramatic, elliptical shape, symbolizing the church's open arms welcoming believers from all over the world. The square is also flanked by 140 statues of saints that sit atop the colonnades, creating a heavenly and monumental atmosphere. St. Peter's Square has witnessed countless historic moments, including the announcement of new popes, especially during the Habemus Papam ritual, where white smoke rises from the Sistine Chapel to signify the election of a new pontiff. The square is not only a place of profound spiritual importance, but also a masterpiece of urban design, blending artistic beauty with religious symbolism. St. Peter's Basilica. This is the largest church in the world, covering over 22,000 square meters, and can hold up to 60,000 people. Located in Vatican City, this Renaissance and Baroque masterpiece stands on the site where St. Peter, one of Jesus' apostles and the first pope, is believed to have been buried after his martyrdom. Construction of the basilica began in 1506 under Pope Julius II and took over a century to complete, involving some of the greatest architects of the time, including Michelangelo, Bramante, and Bernini. St. Peter's Basilica is renowned for its massive dome, designed by Michelangelo, which rises to a height of 136 meters and dominates the skyline of Rome. Climbing to the top offers breathtaking panoramic views of the city and St. Peter's Square below. The basilica's interior is equally awe-inspiring, with its vast nave, stunning mosaics, and intricate details, including the bronze baldacchino, an elaborate canopy over the papal altar created by Bernini. The basilica houses priceless works of art, like Michelangelo's Pieta, a moving sculpture depicting Mary cradling the body of Christ, located near the entrance. St. Peter's Basilica has played a pivotal role in the history of Christianity, hosting countless religious ceremonies, including papal coronations, canonizations of saints, and the funerals of popes. It is considered the spiritual heart of the Catholic Church, drawing millions of pilgrims and visitors each year who come to admire its art, architecture, and deep religious significance. Whether you come for its cultural heritage or spiritual importance, St. Peter's Basilica stands as a symbol of the enduring legacy of faith and human creativity. Trevi Fountain. Legend says that throwing a coin into this fountain ensures a return to Rome, while a second coin might lead to romance, and a third could bring marriage. This iconic Baroque fountain, completed in 1762 by architect Nicola Salvi, is one of Rome's most famous landmarks, drawing people from all over the world who participate in the tradition of tossing a coin over their shoulder. Approximately 3,000 euros in coins are thrown into the Trevi Fountain every day. The money collected from the fountain is regularly donated to charity, giving this tradition a heartwarming purpose. The Trevi Fountain marks the end of the ancient Aqua Virgo Aqueduct, which has supplied fresh water to the city since 19 BC. Its stunning design centers on Oceanus, the god of all waters, standing in a triumphal arch with seahorses and tritons guiding his chariot. The fountain's powerful flow symbolizes abundance and life, while the intricate sculptures represent the taming of the natural forces of water. The fountain has been immortalized in popular culture, especially in films like La Dolce Vita, where Anita Ekberg famously wades through its waters, adding to its allure. Today, you can enjoy the fountain's dramatic beauty, the detailed carvings, and the impressive play of water that has made it a symbol of Rome's artistic and architectural brilliance. Area Sacra di Largo, Argentina. This is the location where Julius Caesar was assassinated in 44 BC. Situated in the heart of modern Rome, this square contains the ruins of 4 Roman temples dating from the Republican era from 4th to 1st century BC, making it one of the most important archaeological finds in the city. The discovery of these ruins in the 1920s during urban development opened up a window into the religious and political life of ancient Rome. The site includes 4 temples, designated as A, B, C, and D, whose exact dedications remain a topic of scholarly debate. Temple B, for example, is a round temple believed to have been built by Quintus Lutatius Catullus in honor of the goddess Fortuna. Temple C is the oldest of the group, dating back to the 4th or 3rd century BC. This sacred area also housed part of the Curia of Pompey, the meeting place of the Roman Senate where Julius Caesar was famously betrayed and murdered by members of the Senate. including Brutus and Cassius, an event that changed the course of Roman history. Today, the area Sacra di Largo, Argentina is not only significant for its ancient ruins, but also for its modern role as a sanctuary for Rome's beloved stray cats, who have become a unique attraction in their own right. You can admire the well-preserved remains from street level or explore the nearby cat sanctuary, where volunteers care for hundreds of cats that roam freely among the ancient stones. Baths of Caracalla. This massive Roman bathing complex were so large they could accommodate up to 1,600 bathers at a time. Built between 212 and 216 AD during the reign of Emperor Caracalla, these baths were not only a place for bathing but also a hub for social, recreational, and cultural activities in ancient Rome. Covering an area of 33 acres, the complex was among the largest public baths of the Roman Empire and featured hot and cold baths, swimming pools, gymnasiums, libraries, gardens, and even shops. The baths operated with a sophisticated engineering system, including the hypocaust, an underground heating system that provided warmth to the floors and walls, and aqueducts that supplied the large cisterns with fresh water. The baths of Caracalla also boasted impressive architectural design, with towering columns, marble statues, and lavish mosaics adorning its vast halls. Though much of the structure is now in ruins, the remains still give a sense of the scale and grandeur of the baths. In addition to being a center of Roman public life, they have also been used in modern times as a venue for operas and concerts, making them not only a historical site but also a living cultural space. Today, the baths offer a glimpse into the luxurious lifestyle of ancient Romans and the architectural prowess that characterized the empire at its peak. Circus Maximus. This was the largest stadium in ancient Rome, capable of holding up to 250,000 spectators. This enormous arena, situated between the Aventine and Palatine Hills, was primarily used for chariot races, which were one of the most popular forms of entertainment in ancient Rome. The Circus Maximus dates back to the 6th century BC, with its origins tied to the early kings of Rome, but it was later expanded and enhanced by Julius Caesar and subsequent emperors, making it a centerpiece of Roman entertainment for over a millennium. The Circus Maximus wasn't just for races. It also hosted public games, religious festivals, and triumphal processions, often coinciding with major Roman holidays. The structure was an architectural marvel of its time, with a long, oval-shaped track surrounded by multi-tiered seating, a raised median called the Spagna adorned with statues and obelisks, and an intricate starting gate system. Charioteers who raced here, often slaves or freedmen, could achieve immense fame and fortune, but the sport was dangerous and crashes, known as naufragia, were common. Although little remains of the original structure today, the site of the Circus Maximus continues to capture the imagination, with its immense size offering a tangible sense of the scale of ancient Roman public life. Today, the grounds are used for large events, concerts, and public gatherings, maintaining its legacy as a place where Romans once came together for thrilling spectacles and communal celebrations. Villa Borghese. This is one of the largest parks in Rome, but it also houses a world-class art museum spanning over 200 acres. Villa Borghese was originally a private estate created in the early 17th century by Cardinal Scipione Borghese, nephew of Pope Paul V, who transformed the land into a lavish garden and artistic haven. The centerpiece of the park is the Borghese Gallery, one of the most prestigious art museums in the world, showcasing masterpieces by Bernini, Caravaggio, Raphael, and Titian. The park itself is a blend of manicured gardens, wooded areas, fountains, and sculptures, making it a perfect retreat from the bustle of the city. In addition to the Borghese Gallery, the park is home to several other cultural attractions. You can enjoy leisurely bike rides, boat rentals on the park's picturesque lake, or simply relax on its expansive lawns. With its combination of nature, art, and history, Villa Borghese is not just a beautiful park but a cultural hub that reflects the artistic and leisurely pursuits of Rome's elite. Claudio Aqueduct. Did you know that the Aqua Claudia, one of ancient Rome's most impressive aqueducts, supplied the city with fresh water for over 400 years? Completed in 52 AD during the reign of Emperor Claudius, this engineering marvel stretched over 68 kilometers, bringing water from springs near Subiaco into the heart of Rome. Alongside the Anio Novis, another aqueduct completed at the same time. The Aqua Claudia was celebrated for its incredible size and durability, providing a significant portion of the city's water supply to baths, fountains, and households. What makes the Aqua Claudia stand out is the grandeur of its visible sections, particularly near the Parco degli Aquedotti, where towering arches rise above the landscape. These massive stone structures are a testament to Roman engineering, built with a combination of stone, concrete, and brick, allowing water to flow across great distances and varied terrain with precision. The aqueduct was equipped with a continuous gentle slope, allowing gravity to carry water into Rome without the use of pumps, a key feature of Roman aqueduct design. The Aqua Claudia also played a critical role in the social and political life of ancient Rome. Its completion bolstered Claudius' reputation as an effective ruler, providing a crucial resource for the city's rapidly growing population. Even today, sections of the aqueduct remain remarkably well preserved, standing as a symbol of Rome's enduring legacy of innovation. Piazza di Spagna and the Spanish Steps. This magnificent staircase with 135 steps were built to connect the Piazza di Spagna to the Trinita dei Monti church above. Constructed in 1725, the steps are one of Rome's most famous landmarks and a quintessential symbol of the city's Baroque era. Despite being called the Spanish Steps, their name comes from the nearby Spanish embassy to the Holy See, located in Piazza di Spagna, rather than from Spain itself. The Piazza di Spagna, at the foot of the steps, is one of the most charming squares in Rome, featuring the Fontana della Barcaccia, also known as Fountain of the Old Boat, a Baroque fountain designed by Pietro Bernini, father of the famous sculptor Gian Lorenzo Bernini. The fountain was inspired by a legend that a small boat was stranded in the square after the Tiber River flooded. Piazza di Spagna has been a gathering place for artists, writers, and travelers for centuries, including figures like Lord Byron and John Keats, who lived nearby and whose house is now a museum. The Spanish Steps have also become a fashionable spot for both locals and tourists to sit, relax, and people watch. Surrounding the piazza are high-end boutiques and cafes, making the area a hub of social activity. During the spring, the steps are adorned with beautiful displays of azaleas, enhancing their already picturesque beauty. Whether strolling up the staircase for a view of the city or enjoying the lively atmosphere below, Piazza di Spagna and the Spanish Steps offer a perfect blend of history, art, and Roman daily life. Exploring Eternal City is like stepping into a time machine that transports you to different eras of history. From the towering ancient ruins of the Colosseum to the timeless beauty of the Vatican, Rome offers an unforgettable experience around every corner. So tell us what your favorite place to explore in Rome is in comment section. We'd love to know. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoy this journey. Your support helps us grow and continue creating more content. Thanks for watching and see you on our next adventure.